Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I think the music might be a little loud, so I'm gonna adjust that. Welcome in. Hi, Dana. Thanks for being here. Got my coffee, a bunch of glazing stuff. So I'm just gonna get started. I gotta wax the bottoms first, so that will take a minute. Give people a chance to join in. But we got some pumpkins back, so we'll be glazing the pumpkins that we threw. Here's the jar. And trimmed, so these have been fired. So we'll be glazing all of these. And then we have this little planter. The jar with the cat top actually had the cat break off in firing. So I've used some Bisque Fix, and I have to sand this down. But you can also see it cracked. The lid cracked. There's like these two cracks, and they actually go all the way through. So I'm going to try to Bisque Fix those as well. And Bisque Fix is basically just liquid clay that you can use to fill in and reattach things if they break. But it will change the consistency of the glaze and the look of the glaze that goes on it, so you want to sand it down really well. Right now it's not sanded, as you can see. So I'm going to sand all of this down. It's just kind of globs, and then I'm going to fill in these little holes too with it. So we'll see if that works. Otherwise, we will just have the bottom of the jar, which is fine if that doesn't work. I didn't even put my maker's mark on it, so so I'll probably just keep this as like my own piece, just to experiment with it. Hi, welcome in. And then I also got the teapot back that we did. So here's what the teapot looks like so far. The lid still, I fired it with the lid on it so that they shrink at the same rate. So it doesn't, if I shake it, it doesn't tingling, which is great. And I signed it Love Owie on the bottom because I'm gonna do this as a giveaway. So this is Love Owie. Thanks. So we are going, and I don't know if you can see the holes through there. Yeah, you kind of can. There's the spout. So, good morning, Mr. Slap Happy. So we're gonna do, together we're gonna figure out how to glaze this because I'm gonna give this away on stream. I got my first ever payout from Twitch last week, and that was really surreal. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but like anything is amazing to me, and I really just appreciate everybody's support. So thank you so much. Since this was the, I'll help a lot. So thanks everybody for the support. It was just really surreal to make money off of doing something, just showing people what I love to do. So since this was the affiliate stream making the teapot, and you guys got me to affiliate, I figured we can figure out how to glaze this together, and then I would give this away to a subscriber. Yes, I said subscriber, not follower. Just because I think that you guys are more invested. I don't want people to have to spend money on me, but I will make it just subscribers. And then maybe we can do something else, because part of getting affiliate was followers, but also having people consistently watch. Good morning, Fennel. So anyway, and you don't have to like be subbed now, you know, so if you wanted to sub in, that's fine. You do not have to, but anyway, I thought it was really cute. It looks really, it fits. So we'll figure out how to glaze this. Once one of my mods wakes up and gets on, we might run some polls to do some glazes. But if you have any if you have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the chat. So Allie, I'm not even to 50 subs yet because like we were counting, but I've already been streaming a month, so I only have like 43 subscribers because of like the resubs and the gift subs expired, you know? So it has to be 100 concurrent subscribers for me to pull handles on stream. So right now I'm just waxing the bottoms so that I don't get glaze on them. Are you kidding me? I'm not kidding you. You need to go talk to Ro Jimmy and see if he'll dump 100 subs into this channel like he did to Puya the other day. Go butter up Ro Jimmy. See if he wants handles pulled. So I'm gonna glaze. I am waxing these. Allie will revolt. I'm waxing these very close to the bottom so that I'm gonna fire them on pins, which basically just sit them up a little bit from the shelf, so that I can get the glaze as close to the bottom as possible, so that when it's sitting on the shelf or mantle or whatever you have it sitting on, there's not a line of naked clay. With the glaze, with the mugs, I have the foot on the bottom usually, so that is why I can glaze all the way to the bottom, because I don't glaze the foot, so it sits it up already. So since these don't have feet, I will put them on pins to fire them, so that I can get the glaze as close to the bottom as possible. Oh, Allie, don't feel defeated so early in the morning. We will get there. It's a journey. It's all about the journey, not the destination. You know what I mean? So, we'll get there. I'm in no rush to pull handles, you know? It's a slow, organic push. But yeah, I missed everybody while I was on vacation. I went to Miramar Beach in Florida, which is near Destin, and is between Panama City Beach and Destin. So it's like a really good location to get to Destin, but not pay the Destin prices, you know, because Destin is very touristy now. But we did go down into Destin and walk around the docks and stuff, and we played some putt-putt golf. But I went with my brother. Allie, it's about the destination for Allie. Well, we'll get there. We will get there. I am excited to go on this journey with you, Allie. So. Oh yeah, Destin is super touristy now. I mean, it is. It's got the Harbor Walk down there, which is like just a bunch of shops and food and stuff, which, you know, that's fine. But I mean, it's basically like paying to go on a catamaran or the pirate ships or anything like that. It used to be cheap. Yeah, it absolutely. Yeah, I mean, now it is packed full of consumer, like touristy, like pay us to do this. So like my brother and I went to do putt-putt there, which was exciting because they have like this harbor golf, and it's like totally self-regulated. There's nobody there manning the station. You just it's like a vending machine of golf balls. So you pay $10 to get your golf ball, and then there's putters to the side. And then you just kind of go around by yourself, and you can do it twice. There's 9 holes, but it's off in the corner, away from everything. And then there's just cameras everywhere making sure that like you're not stealing stuff. And then you just put your balls back when you're done. And it was really, really exciting, because that wasn't there the last time we went. So that was really fun. But we did a beach day. Actually, we did 2. We went to the beach 3 days. The first day, of course, we had to say hello to the ocean. You can't steal the balls because they're $10 a piece in the vending machine. So you have to pay $10 for it to get it out, and then I guess you could steal it. But at that point, I guess you paid for it. But we went to the ocean the first day. I woke up at 4 in the morning because I live in Nashville. My brother lives in Alabama, so I picked him up along the way. But I woke up at 4 in the morning so that I could walk Potato, make sure everything was packed up. She said hello. And then I dropped Potato off at my parents' house, which is on the way to my brother's house. I mean, it's not, I can go to my brother's house without going past my parents' house, but it works out that it's all along the way. So my parents were watching Potato all week. I got to their house at 5:45. And then I got to my brother's house at like 7:30. Then we had to pack up stuff. And then we got to the beach. Well, we got to Miramar, to the hotel, at about 3 in the afternoon. We only stopped a couple of times, and it was a lot of fun. I had some audiobooks downloaded, but we listened to some podcasts and some music. We listened to Dungeons and Daddies. Highly recommend. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, to listen to the Dungeons and Daddies podcast. It's about, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but they all play dad characters, so there's lots of like awful puns. And their tagline is not a BDSM podcast, which I think is so funny. But we listened to that because my brother's doing a re-listen because they're in season 2 already, but I hadn't listened to a couple of episodes in season 2, so we did that, and it was really nice. So we said hello to the ocean when we got there. We checked in, and then we just kind of like chilled. I did get sick one day, which was really weird. Because I'm not really sure, it was one of the beach days that we went. I guess it was Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. I woke up absolutely boiling. I was so hot, and I was just nauseated. And you know that feeling where you're like, I know I'm about to throw up? So I just kind of went into the bathroom, and then I was like, oh, these tiles are really cold. So I just laid on the tiles. I didn't end up throwing up, but I also brought my nausea medicine, so I took one of those, and that just knocked me out for like a full 8 hours. So much so that my brother had to knock on the door and be like, are you alive at 3 in the afternoon? And I was like, yes, I'm just dying. I just need to sleep. So I slept all of Sunday, but it was super weird because we ate the exact same thing the whole day. So I'm not really sure what happened to me because my brother didn't get sick. But after I slept all day Sunday, literally all day Sunday, I slept until 3 in the afternoon. I woke up a couple of hours, and then I went back to bed at like 8 p.m. and I slept until the next morning on Monday. So that was wild. Also, if the music is too loud or too low, let me know. When I got back on Wednesday, I did play some Goose Goose Duck, and I had to mess with the audio settings to get the game to be able to be heard. So if the music is way too loud or way too low, let me know, and I can figure out where I had it before. Tried to get it back to where it was, but you know, stuff happens, so. But yes, Potato had a great time with her, I guess it would be her aunt. Yeah, I was playing those public lobbies. That was so much fun. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. There's some fun clips. PJ got some clips from that. It's pretty funny. So if you want to go look at the clips. If you know, Goose Goose Duck, if you're not familiar, is like Among Us but better, and it's with geese and ducks, and it's just so much better than Among Us. There's a lot of different roles, a lot of different ways to play. So I'm not gonna glaze this just yet. Do you have a disc? Oh, like a Discord? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't have. Is that what you mean? A Discord? Yeah. I don't have a Discord, and the reason is because everybody that is currently subscribed or chatting with me, I know from another Discord, and so it just feels like a little bit of oversaturation, because there's the RHAP crew, and then there's like the Russ and Pyro Jennifer crew that all have, and like Stephaba has, like we have the streamer Discord, so like it just feels like I don't have my own audience just yet, so I don't have a Discord yet. I don't want to have like an oversaturation of yeah. So everybody kind of like crosses over. So I'm not glazing this jar yet because I haven't fixed this. But this is going to be a test pot for me anyway because I didn't sign it and it's like broken. So so I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, and we may glaze it on another stream because I've got a lot to glaze today. So just make sure. All right, so one of the pumpkins I'm just gonna glaze like that orangey pumpkin color because, you know, it's pumpkin. But the other ones I'm totally open to like weird colors if anybody wants to do some weird colors. I've got all the greens. I don't know if green pumpkins would look good. I mean, I guess there are green pumpkins. They do like those teal colors, so I'm not sure. If you guys have opinions, let me know. I'm hydrating, by the way. But I think you can find the clips on Twitch itself, on my channel. Hopefully. There's 2 of them and they're pretty funny, especially if you know how GGD works. But I was listening to one and I was like, oh my gosh, you can hear me breathing. I did get a new headset, so it is very, very sensitive and you could definitely hear me breathing. Remember, if you guys have been here, you know that I hate textured amber so much. I hate it. It's an ugly color. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So I put it on the inside of things that we're not going to see the inside, like a planter or like the inside of this whatever. You put a candle under it. So I'll put it on the inside of that, but I'm also going to use it for the stems of the pumpkins because I think it actually like looks really good as wood-ish. Well, I guess the stem of a pumpkin isn't really wood. I don't know what you would call that, but like it looked good on the other pumpkins that I did. So I'm going to do that with these pumpkins. I'm just going to make all of the stems the brown.